So there's no question that WandaVision, for me at this point, is the best Marvel show that we've ever had on TV. I'm including streaming content as well. That's right, I'm including Daredevil. And my personal favorite before WandaVision, Luke Cage. This show is so well done. It is amazing. And what it's doing in building up who Wanda is so exciting because of what we will probably get from her later on in the movies. This show is teeing Wanda up to be a beast. And I love how they're telling this story. So this episode was particularly special because we got so many things in this episode. First of all, we got a lot of questions answered, but we finally get some more of Wanda's backstory. But what I love is how we started, right? We started with the backstory of Agatha Harkness. Now, we got to stop, right? You got everybody, give it up. Give it up. Because Catherine Hahn is amazing as Agatha. If she does not pull you into that story, then I don't know who does. Every aspect of how she delivers that character is so engrossing. The slight movement of the hands, the body alignment, the facial inflections, the delivery of the line, she embodies this character so well. And this episode really had a deep immersion factor, and a big part of that was how good she delivered as Agatha in this episode. So I loved what they're doing here because Agatha is taking Wanda down memory lane trying to figure out how all of this is going on. And it's really crazy, right? Because Wanda's like, who are you? And Agatha's like, who are you? Like, you got all this stuff going on. Wait, time out, time out. The stuff that you're doing right now, witches have taken years and years to learn to do a fraction of that. You got the whole daggone town mesmerized. They're all living individual lives. You got the illusion going on at the edge of town. How are you doing this? Who are you? Is what Agatha wants to know. So I love how she takes Wanda down this memory lane and begins to look at all these pieces of what's going on in Wanda's life. And we see her display like these powers earlier on. From when she's a little kid, we see that. And she uses the probability magic so that the bomb doesn't go off. But we also get Wanda's backstory of how she was so attached to these sitcoms. And that's why this episode is so good, because it fills in a lot of those holes, and it does it through very emotional storytelling, which was awesome to see. But as we see Agatha begin to take Wanda down this road, she's learning more and more until finally she comes to the conclusion of who Wanda is. But what I also like is how Agatha is realizing, again, that like this doesn't make any sense. Like, wait a minute. You don't know the basics of magic? You don't know that when you're in a room with the runes around, the one that casts the rune controls the magic? You didn't know that? That's basic stuff. And she's even more like confused, like, well, hold on, man. How does this girl not know that? How does she know nothing about magic and able to do all of this? And now her curiosity is really sparked. It's also cool because we know now that Agnes was actually drawn to the hex. She was drawn to the hex when she felt the flow of magic. Now, what I want to know is, I'm wondering if her familiar helped her do that, because you know that rabbit in the comics is normally a cat, and that's her familiar, and that familiar can sense the presence of very strong magic. So she was drawn to the hex. She didn't get caught off guard. She came there and blended in on purpose. And I told you that before. Score one for your boy. I was right about that. But I love how all of this storytelling is going. I love how Agnes is tracking her. And finally, Agnes figures out who she is. And she thinks she knows midway. So she's like, I got a hunch. And then we find out at the end that Agnes realizes what this is. And she's like, whoa, wait a minute. That's chaos magic. This isn't even real. Like, this stuff is fantasy. It's fairy tale. It can't be real. But then she realizes that she is real. And she says it, man. She says a lot. And I know everybody who's a comic book fan, you were hyped when she was like, that's chaos magic. And that makes you the Scarlet Witch. And I was like, there it is. The official introduction of the Scarlet Witch into the MCU. Is the first time that she is called that. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We officially have the Scarlet Witch into the MCU. And man, I was blown away by that. I was absolutely blown away by that. So we also learned some stuff about Haywood in this episode as well. We knew he was a liar before. We knew that he was doing some shady stuff, manipulating stuff. But now we know that he made up that whole story to make Wanda look bad with Vision. And we also know that the Vision in the actual Hex is not the real Vision. Wanda created that Vision. We do see Vision at the very end. Some people probably excited about that because we do get White Vision, who was in the comics for a short run as well. So that's a little nod to us comic book fans. We'll see how they use him in the show. I'm interested to see what they do there. But I thought that that was pretty cool. I am a little bit disappointed though. I gotta tell you guys, like, where's the big surprise? Where's the big reveal? I hope that Agatha was not the big reveal. I hope that she wasn't the big reveal. Because again, like I said with Monica Rambeau, and her realizing her powers as Captain Marvel, that's not a big reveal. Everybody knew who she was. If you followed the comic books, you knew Monica Rambeau was Captain Marvel. You knew Agatha Harkness, who she was and the powers that she has. So I hope that wasn't a big reveal. I'm still holding out in our final episode, March 5th, that we might get Krasinski or we might get Doctor Strange. I am a little less hopeful now because I cheated. And I went and I wanted to see what the casting was. And I don't see Benedict's name in there, nor do I see Krasinski's name in there, nor do I see Doctor Strange or Mr. Fantastic. I did see Ultron, and I hope Ultron's not the big reveal at the end of this, because I'm not real excited about that. Let me just be real with you. But I'm still waiting for the big reveal. I'm still waiting for them to be like, boom, surprise, and for all of us to be like, oh, shoot. I hope we get so big in this last episode. But I thought this was really fantastic. Left us with a cliffhanger to see what Agnes is going to do with the twins. And then she's in full getup, just floating in full getup. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I am not like most who think the twins are going to go. And if they do go, they're not going to go in an emotionally heavy way. Something's going to happen here. If they go, it's going to be because they were never real. And I do believe that Agnes is going to help Wanda come to the reality of all that's going on and get her to understand that you still have a lot of learning to do, notwithstanding how powerful you are. What I think is going to happen in this final episode is I think that there's going to be a team up. I think that Agnes will probably team up with Wanda and maybe even Monica and maybe Quicksilver. That's what I think. That's my theory. I have no idea what's going to go on. We do know that there is a tie-in between this and the Multiverse of Madness, and that's why I'm thinking like we're probably going to see Strange. We're probably going to see him, or a hint towards him, or something like that. I would be. I'm not going to say I would be surprised if we didn't, because I'm really not sure. But I think that we probably will see Strange. So this has just been fantastic, man. Like, I don't know how you all feel about this, but for me, I feel like I say this a lot. If people are not really feeling where I'm coming from. But as a Marvel fan, to see them craft stories like this and to know the stuff that we have on deck with the Winter Soldier, and then I think we have the What If series, and then we move into Loki, and then there's some other stuff. I mean, they're building this amazing universe with all of these characters that we love, and to have us move back and forth between movies and the shows is just amazing. Because listen, don't you feel like you know Wanda now? Don't you feel connected to her now? When you see her in the movies, you are already going to feel like you have a sense of connection. Dare I say, if you're a fan, a sense of almost relationship with her. It's so smart what they're doing. And the things are so daggone entertaining. I'm blown away by Wandavision. I'm blown away by it. It is absolutely amazing. And now from what I understand, there are no plans for a second season of it. But I hope that changes somehow, some way, man. Because, I would love to see more of that. I would love to see Agnes. I need Agnes. I need Agnes in my... Agatha. I keep calling her Agnes. Well, I don't know why I'm doing that. I need Agatha in my life. I need her in my Marvel Cinematic life. Catherine... I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Catherine is amazing in this. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Oh, man, she's good. We are going to cover Lois and Superman, which I thought was fantastic as well. Make sure you check that out. Peace.